She is the Bullet, Valentina Shevchenko, and she joins us now once again via the magic of Zoom. Hello, Valentina. How are you?
Hello, Ariel. Everything good. Thank you.
Oh, so good to talk to you again, Valentina. And congratulations on the win. I suspect you're at the Performance Center because your sister Antonina is fighting this Saturday.
Yes, exactly. We just finished her training, and it's kind of like Wednesday, Thursday. It's mostly weight cuts. Yeah, and we are right here getting ready for the whole like procedure. But we have to go through the fight week, but the fight week for her. Yes, and we are still in Las Vegas.
Yes, and she has a big fight coming up on Saturday against the undefeated Casey O'Neill. So I wish her the best in that fight. To go from your fight week, big title fight, to your sister's the following week, do you like that, or do you wish there was a little more time in between the two fight weeks?
I think that's just kind of like nice to have this like close fighting days, because anyway, we're gonna train together. Anyway, we will do like everything, helping each other, and it's kind of like fighting separated with a long distance. It will be like to have longer training camp for both of us. But this way, we can fight, we can train, and then we can rest together. So it's kind of like nice. I would prefer to fight even like the same event. For me, it would be better.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like this last week, it's my fight week, and my training is going a little bit low in intensity, but her training is still like increasing. Right. So ideally, it's to fight in the same night.
Why did you ask them to do that? I mean, it's just 1 week off. Why didn't they have her fight last weekend?
No, I think it was all about like how everything worked, because it's also not about just like, okay, we have 2 people, we have to have 4 people, right? Right. To make 2 fights. So it's sometimes it worked one time, but sometimes it's like that. So it's kind of like not every time will happen, but it will happen occasionally. Yeah.
And of course, you're at the Performance Center, so I give you another pass on not having the ukulele, although there was some talk that maybe the ukulele would make an appearance. You didn't bring it to the gym, I suspect, right?
Yes, but I was getting ready. I was prepared. I was tuning it, and it's like it was everything ready. And then like, okay, I have to be there. If it would be a little bit later, I would have time to come back home. My God. But now it's like straight, just finishing, and I'm here.
All right. Well, you're a professional, so I appreciate that. By the way, were you in Los Angeles on Monday for the promotion of your upcoming movie with Halle Berry?
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes.
So you went from the fight to do promotion for the movie. No rest for you.
No rest at all. Why I have to rest too much? No, there is no time to rest. It's right. It's time to work. It's time to like do beautiful things for the action.
Yes, and we're looking at a picture of you and Halle that you posted on your Instagram. Did she watch the fight, and if so, what did she say about it?
Oh yes, she told me that there was a opening for the like in Los Angeles. You know, it was like a big gala event and everything like that. And she said, I was watching the fight on my phone, like hiding it from everyone. And she said, like when I saw the finish coming in, like when you win, I was screaming, and everybody was like looking at me and said, like, what's happening? No one understood what's happening. It was amazing to see her.
Yeah, she's a legend. Why did you have to do promotion for the movie if it's coming out in November? Why in September?
It's kind of like Halle now, she's kind of like doing many things, like not only promotion one time, she's doing like appearance in different events, and I was coming like to join her for this particular event what we did. So it's gonna be not just this time, it's gonna be way much more coming on to November.
Well, let her know the next time you talk to her that I'd love to have her on this program as well to to promote the movie whenever it comes out. That would be quite the thrill. Speaking of thrilling, thank you. Your performance on Saturday, once again, flawless. Were you happy with your performance? I suspect your toughest critic, your harshest critic. Were you happy with what you did against Lauren Murphy on Saturday?
You know, it's kind of like every time, what's the most important and what I did, what I had to do, retain my belt, right?
Yes.
But there is I think every time, even in the perfect competition, in the perfect performance, you can find something what you can do better, right? And no matter what, no matter how, I think this is very important to have this kind of mindset that you are not, okay, I'm so satisfied, I did everything what I had to do. Then you kind of relaxed. But when even from the perfect performance, you can find something to get and back into the gym and improve. That means that you are still in your mindset. It's still life. It's still moving forward. It's still something that you want to be better. And this is what I look up to. I don't want to stop. I don't want to find everything every time something, but I will do better next time.
So, to someone like myself and to most people, like I said, flawless performance, you're so dominant. But I'm curious, from your mind, what would you improve on? What didn't you like about that performance?
I liked everything. I liked everything about this particular performance. But I mean, you still would say, yeah, okay, I would probably do more spinning back kicks, more jumping kicks. I would do more something different technique, or placing there from the stand up to the ground, more quickly, or more things like that. I mean, just details that what you can do better, just small details that you think you can improve. But I'm happy with my performance completely.
Was she tougher than you thought she would be? Was it harder to put her away than you suspected?
I knew that Lauren, she's a tough fighter, and she has good skills. She has everything. And don't judge a fighter by our fight. By fighting with me. Mm-hmm. Look at her fight when she was fighting with different girls. And it's completely, you will understand how tough she is, what a power she has. And it's very dangerous. She kind of you have to take a note on everything. But as I was mentioning, that my goal as a martial artist to show that people who has amazing skills, it's kind of there is no equal. And this is what my goal in martial arts. It's to get to this level, to reach that level. As I say, that you can finish your opponents, but they cannot touch you. So this is the perfection in my understanding.
Okay, so that is actually a perfect segue to my next question. At the beginning of the interview, I said, I think skill-wise, you are one of the 10 best fighters on the planet, regardless of male or female. Do you agree with me?
I definitely agree with you. Why I have to be not agree with you?
Well, sometimes I'm happy you said that, Valentina, because I was expecting you to say, "Oh, it's not for me." You're a very humble person, but I think skill-wise, you are top 10, and I think you can start to make a case 8, 7, you're that damn good. And so I'm happy to hear that you believe that as well. You think, yeah, I shouldn't be just on a female pound for pound. I'm one of the best fighters on the planet today, regardless of gender.
You see the difference, Ariel. I would not say about myself that never. I'm not the kind of person that sitting and screaming from the old corner, okay, I'm the best one, give me my best pound per pound, and give me my best pound per pound, I'm the best. No, I don't think this is the right person. Everyone has to have their honor for doing great things, but not yelling it from every corner. And but if, for example, you see the difference, if you say that, it's not I said,
yes,
you said, then why I don't have to be agreed?
I agree. I love that. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to take it a step further now, and I'm not just saying this, Valentina, because I've said it before, because you're here. I'm not just saying this because you're here. I think if you fight Amanda Nunes next at 135, you're beating her. I think you beat Amanda Nunes next. Agree or disagree?
and this is my goal. This is my, I know that when we will have fight next time, it's going to be like, I will be ready to do anything. So definitely we have like, time pass, like I am a different fighter, she's a different fighter than the last time we fought. And definitely in my mind, in my mindset, I don't have any kind of like, maybe if I will try. No, my mind is like only there, only forward. No matter die, I have to die there, but I have to be in there.
And so I hope you, I hope you appreciate the last few times we've talked. I haven't really asked you about Amanda, but I feel like now's the time. The next fight, in my opinion, if she gets by Juliana Pena in December, I think this is the time to make it happen for the flyweight division, to allow new people to come up. And also, there's not a lot of people for her at 135 or 145. This is the time, like mid 2022, the trilogy, one of the biggest fights in female MMA history, women's MMA history, Amanda Valentina 3. Do you agree? Is now the time to make this happen?
You know, I kind of feel that she's kind of like doesn't want too much that fight happen, because inside of herself, she feels that she was gifted the victory from our second fight, gifted by judges, and she feels that she was beaten by smaller girls from the smaller weight class, and she's a bigger girl, and it's kind of like pressure her from the inside, and that's why she kind of like keep on saying like, I want her twice, I want her, like whatever she's saying, but it's kind of like disguise, like camouflage of what she's feeling like in real. And definitely if you was like beaten by someone smaller than you, like into sizes, it would affect you. That's why I feel she's kind of like yeah, I don't want it fight happening.
I love this, Valentina. This is very exciting. So in other words, you are saying she's trying to avoid the fight because she knows in her heart in Edmonton that you beat her, that she was given a gift from the judges, and she wants nothing to do because she doesn't want to do this a third time and lose to you officially. Is that what you're saying?
You know, it's kind of like makes sense exactly this way, because if you see and listen her interviews all the time, and she's kind of like, no, why I have to fight her? I beat her twice. I don't have nothing to do with that. And it's kind of like when you start to defend yourself, like in this aggressive style, it means that inside of you, you have something that it's saying like, oh no, you're guilty. And inside of her, it's saying that, oh no, girl, you lost that fight.
Valentina, this is great. This is what we've been waiting for from you. So will you go to the UFC after her fight in December and say, now's the time to make this fight? Let's go. Third fight trilogy. Let's do it.
You know, Ariel, I'm here. I don't have to go and ask. I'm not the person that's like, oh, Nida, give me that, give me those. Like, I need to do that. I don't like people who are like, do that. I don't like people that who say like, oh no, I deserve the fight bonus. Give me my money. I don't like that when people like starting to ask for themselves. If they doing like amazingly great, everything they will be given by like, because in UFC all professionals, they understand who deserves, who not, right? And it's just like my opinion that you don't have to come and every time constantly ask about everything. You don't have to come and ask about like, put me in the number one position, pound per pound. Please do that. I don't feel it's right. If you have an honor, you would like do your things like greatly and the best way what you can. And then when it's going to be like inevitable happening, like that fight, it's going to happen. But when it's going to happen, it's going to be like way, way, way much bigger than in the like opportunity when someone goes there and asks, let's do that fight.
Sure. I get that. I think it's on, you know, we do enough of that, and that's not your style. You strike me as a very competitive person. You want to be tested, right? You want to see just how good you are. And so I'm wondering if at this point you look around, it would be fair to say, given the possibilities, the options for you at 125, this is the biggest test that you can have right now in your career, right? Like, this is the type of thing that I think really gets you excited, to fight her, to finally be the one to beat her, as opposed to fighting just another flyweight out there, right? I mean, let's be honest. This is the biggest test for you, right? This is your chance to show you are the greatest of all time.
This is my opinion. Yes, I'm the person that never was choosing my opponent. I know that many people they have okay, this is a list, and I will see who I fight, who I not, and managers they choose. Okay, this is a good fight for us, we take it. This is not good fight for us, we don't take. In my career, in my experience, I every time was like, Valentina, are you gonna fight this girl? Yes, I'm gonna fight her. Are you gonna fight this? Yes, I'm gonna fight. I never said no. No one time I never said I won't fight her. And this is my mindset. No matter what, Valentina, you're going to fight? I will fight. Because this is my soul. This is my fight spirit. This is what I do. This is martial arts. And definitely it's when it's going to happen, I'm going to be as ready as ready. More ready than ready.
This is very important stuff that we're doing here. I hope you know. If Dana White calls you up or Hunter Campbell calls you tonight and said, Valentina, Amanda next, what do you say?
Then we go with details.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Details? We talking money? You want to bet? You want to get paid?
No, just details, dates, location.
Sure.
What, when, and then I will think about my preparations, and I will think about what I'm gonna do. I will have to have enough time to because if it's gonna be too soon, it's not gonna be good because I'm getting ready for my fight very seriously.
Yeah.
No matter who's my opponent, I will be getting ready super hard way. And it's not just physically, it's emotionally hard as well. And that's why after this hard training camp and the pressure during the fight week and the fight by itself, I will have to recover all my energy because, sometimes you feel, you can see fighters, they are so exhausted. They didn't recover the energy, mental energy well. And they just come into the fight, oh no, I don't want to fight there. I just I feel that hopefully it's gonna end soon. No matter how it's gonna end, I just tired to be here. I don't want to be that happen. I don't want to feel that. That's why I take very seriously to recover my energy back, to feel this desire to come back in the octagon and put my performance in the spectacular way.
Well, the good news is she's fighting in December, so there's a bit of time there. So we'll see how it all plays out. Would it be fair to say, Valentina, that you will be disappointed if you don't get at some point, I don't care if it's next year or 2 years, at some point you'll be disappointed if that fight doesn't happen? Is that fair?
I'm not the person that will be so stuck thinking about that kind of things, because if you're starting to overthinking about you're obsessed with something, some fight, some fighter, in the bad way, it's gonna affect your brain. You're gonna get crazy. I still want to enjoy my life.
Yeah.
And I know that leading to that fight, it's gonna happen someday. I not doubt that it's not gonna happen. And but I not keep thinking about it all day long. Why I have to do that? I'm not obsessed with this idea. I don't care. It's I know it's happened. This is everything that I have to know. When it's happening, it's going to be great. But I don't have to walk and waking up day by day thinking about that. No, because you're going to be tired of thinking, just thinking about that. When it's going to happen, someone asked me before this fight, when I started to think about Lauren Murphy as my opponent and actually starting to think that this fight is going to happen. And I answered, after I sign the contract, this is the way what I will do for that fight as well. After I sign it, I'm gonna start to think about it. Right now, there is no make sense. I want to enjoy my life. I want to do the things that bring me happiness. I want to do things that are gonna develop me as a person, not just a fighter, but a person as well, to learn something, to explore something new, to explore different places. And I want to be the crazy one who's thinking about like, oh, I have to fight, I have to fight. No, we are like fighters, but we are people as well. We are human, and we have to enjoy the life because we have just one life.
Amen.
And if we spend thinking about Amanda lifelong, what's going to be? It's not going to be alive, right?
That is true. By the way, like a month after your fight, like how big of a size difference is this going to be? How do you mind if I ask, like how big do you get when you're out of training camp? Because obviously she fights at 145 as well. So how big of a difference do you think this is going to be for you?
As the same one, it's going to be different. Like my work weight is 135.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going like higher. If I stop training for like, I don't know, a month, I probably go like 138 is the maximum.
Wow.
But I try to maintain my weight. So it's kind of like 135, my work weight.
Okay.
So it's, I'm not going to gain 140, 145. I'm not going to do that because it's not good for my body and my performance. I know that, I will be lighter. I was lighter already, but I want to be fast and I don't want to be slow.
No, I understand that. I was just curious how big you actually get. By the way, before I let you go, and I hope, I think I speak for everyone, we'd love to see that fight because I think you're the two best right now, and I think it would be an incredible competition. I want to give you props for what you said afterwards about the Octagon girls on Saturday. I thought that was really cool. I thought it was really cool that you went up to them afterwards and took a picture with them. Why did you feel the need to do this? Was this because of what Khabib said about the Octagon girls a month or so ago? Did you feel like as a woman you needed to show them some love as well and say that they are a part of the show and they deserve to be there too?
No, leading to the fight, on the fight week, we definitely had like a lot of interviews with all media, and they was just starting to bring up this question about wrinkles. But in my opinion, like this don't have to be even spoken and not even mentioning this because definitely everyone has their right to do things what they think they can do in their local promotion, whatever they do want to do. But entirely ring girls, it's part of professional sport. It's how it was, how it will be, it's how it has to be, because every time it's just kind of beautiful to see beautiful women in an event. And I would say any event has to have beautiful women, right?
Of course, why not?
So I just kind of not even see why we have to discuss it, because it's definitely how it has to be. And all ring girls, they are in the amazing sports shape. They are it's kind of good way to watch in between the rounds. Yeah, from the practical, it's definitely they show what number of the rounds is it. But from the other side, it's just beautiful to watch them for everyone, for every man, and it's it's a part of culture of professional sport. That's why it's kind of no any sense to speak, even mentioning that they are not on their places because they are.
I would say beautiful for every man and every woman, right? Anyone can appreciate
exactly for everyone, for every people.
Right. Well said, Valentina. You're a class act. You're a true pro. I think we did a lot of good work here today in terms of when the fight gets made next year. We're going to look back on this interview and say, this is when it really started. The ball started to actually move towards making this trilogy. So thank you very much to you. Congratulations on the win, and good luck to your sister Antonina on Saturday as well.
Thank you, Ariel. I will be in her corner. She's feeling so great. She's training so hard, and I feel the power. I feel a lot of like energy from her, from Antonina. She's like in her mindset. I also see there is like no doubt, no hesitation. She's gonna go and just like do her best to smash the goal.
I love it. A big fight. Always a pleasure to talk to you, Valentina. Thank you for making the time, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Ariel.
All right, there she is, Valentina Shevchenko.